going to be reviewing the W-controlled vowels. When you have an AW, that W controls the A sound and makes it say ah, as in awful or saw. The same is true if the A comes after the W, as in water or walrus. Okay, the WA says wah, unless there's an R after it. WAR says war, as in ward, warp, war, warm. So WA, wah, WAR, war, WOR, were, as in world, word, or worth. Okay, so one last time. WA, wah, WAR, war, WOR, were. So that's important for spelling because when you hear wah, you're going to spell it WA. When you hear war, you're going to spell it WAR. And when you hear were, you're going to spell it WOR. Completely illogical in my mind why those spellings spell those sounds, but we have to learn it, and you're learning it really well. We've been breaking it up into just small little chunks so that we can learn just one pattern at a time. But today, let's practice and review what we've learned. So let me share my screen here. All right, so I'm going to put down here, I'm going to put WA is going to be like water. WAR is going to be like the word war. And WOR is going to be like the word world. So those are some just little hints for you to remember. Okay, so our first word is Tapworth. Together, Tapworth. We have T, A, P, W, th. Consonants. T, A, P, W, th. I know when I have a were, as in world, I spell it WOR. And this A is going to be spelled with an A. A is the only letter that can spell A. And as long as there are two consonants after it, then it can say A right there just fine. So there's Tapworth. Okay, your word. You try spelling the word Bipword. Bipword. B, I, P, W, D. And then put it in the Q&A for me so I can see. Bipword. Bipword. Somebody's saying I wasn't even close. So if you're feeling that way, you're not alone. Somebody else is asking, I'm doing a book that is fiction but have real people. What is that called? Perhaps nonfiction? Maybe a biography? All right, Bipword. Bipword. Yeah. Bipword. Bipword. So our consonants are B, I, P, W, D. I is spelled with an I usually. However, you know now, if you were here at the beginning of class, that A can also say I sometimes. The vast majority of the population has no idea that A can say I sometimes, but because you came to class, you now know that and you have that beautiful knowledge. But in this word, we're going to use just a regular old I because that's the most common spelling of I by far, and we can keep it there because those next two letters are consonants. Were is spelled WOR, as in world down here. So there's Bipword. Bipword. Okay, let's keep trying. Number 2. Protworm. Protworm together. ah, t, w, o, Now these two, I'm separating these two sounds right here because they are separatable and we want to separate them if we can. Prot, warm. Together. Consonants. P, ah, t, w, o, sorry, that W. Now here's our war. Prot, warm. War is spelled W-A-R. So this is an A. That A is saying ah, remember? No, it says ah unless there's an R after it, sorry. War is W-A-R. And then our ah is spelled with an O right here, just fine because the next two letters are consonants. Okay, your word is Cratward. Cratward. Spell the K with a C. K, t, w, o, d. Cratward. Hey, Natalie. Cratward. Nice, red one. Cratward. Good, Daryl. There we go, Lily. Getting it. Leila, nice. Cratward. Good, Fatima. Okay, so consonants. We're starting with a C. K, a, t, w, or, o, d. When you hear war, it is spelled W-A-R, just like the word war. And then our a is spelled with an A, which is just fine right here because of the tab 2 rule. There's two consonants after it. Okay, Cratward. So far, so good. Getting there. Let me see how hard I want to go, how fast. I'm not going to go totally hard just yet. Let's do another medium one. Let's do wandish. Wandish. W, a, n, d, I, sh. Wandish. Consonants. W, a, n, d, I, sh. Vowels. Ah. Wa is spelled W-A, just like here in water. W-A says wa. I is usually spelled with an I, which is just fine right here because of the tab 2 rule. Wandish. Your word is waspim. Waspim. My lips are closed at the end. W, a, s, p, I, m. Waspim. If you have a question, go ahead and throw it in the Q&A. Waspim. Good. Was. So it might sound like I'm saying a sh in the mic, like wash, but I'm not trying to. I'm trying to say like Sam. Wasp him. Wasp him. And my lips are closed at the end. Wasp him. Good. You guys are so good. All right, consonants. W, a, s, p, I. Vowels. Ah. When you hear wa, it is spelled W-A. I is usually spelled with an I, and it's fine right here because of the tab 2 rule. Waspim. Good? And if you didn't get it, I bet you understood it when I did it. So that is still progress. All right, let's do... trying to decide how hard to go. I'm gauging it on your answers, your words that you're giving me. So this last one was Alyssa saying hard, please. That last one, most of the people seem to be catching on pretty well. So let's try this. Let's try planned worthy. Planned worthy. We have p, o, a, n, d, w, v, e. 3-syllable word. Planned worthy. Consonants. P, o, a, n, d, w, v, e. Vowels. A is usually spelled with an A, which is just fine right here because of the tab 2 rule. Wor is spelled W-O-R, as in world or worth. E at the end of a longer word is usually spelled with a Y. So there's planned worthy, okay? So your word is, there's a 3-letter consonant blend at the beginning, 3 consonants before the vowel. So I need you to hear and spell every single one of those 3 consonants at the beginning of this word. Splind world, splind world. Spl, I, N, D, W, D. Lots of lines. Make sure you have the same number and same dots as me. Splind world. Splind world. It's not easy to say. Splind world. Mediumly hard. Splind world. There you go. Nice. I'm getting some S like Eddie or excellent or elbow, but I'm intending to say split like inside or itchy. Splind world. Get that? Good. A lot of you got that 3-letter consonant blend at the beginning. So our consonants are S, P, L, I, N, D, W, L, D. Splind world. I is usually spelled with an I, which is just fine right here because of the tab 2 rule. After a W is spelled O-R, just like down here. World. Splind world. Good, Joseph. A lot of you got very, very close. Splind world. All right, I'm going to back it up. I'm going to back the truck up just a little bit here. Let's try, and I'd like for you to try this on your own. Brigworm. Brigworm. B-R-I-G-W-R-M. Brigworm. Brigworm. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. Let me see your words. In the beginning, the first sound, in case you're having a hard time hearing it in the mic, is a b, like a boy. Brigworm. Good. Nice, Teresa. Brigworm. There we go. I love how you're getting the I this time instead of an I. Brigworm. Lips are closed at the end. Worm, I mean. Brigworm. Yeah, you heard it right, Lily. Brigworm. Brigworm. All right, consonants. B, R, I, G, W, R, M. Vowels. I is spelled with an I right here. Next 2 letters are consonants, so it's just fine saying I. Wor is spelled O-W-O-R, as in world, worm, word, worth. Wor is spelled W-O-R. Brigworm. Brigworm. Okay, how about they're all kind of hard from now on. I'm gonna do maybe 2 more hard ones and then back up a little bit because I think you can do it. Let's do wa. How do you spell wa? It's right here. Wastiprim. Wastiprim. On your own. W-A-S-T-I-P-R-I-M. Wastiprim. Wastiprim. I'm so excited to see your answers. Nice, red one. Good, Lily. Wastiprim. Nice, Rowan. Good, Danielle. Wastiprim. Good, Joseph. Wastiprim. Okay, I'm going to give you a few more seconds so a few more can. Good. Yeah, you guys are doing great on this. Wastiprim. Lots of I. Washrooms. I know that that was an autocorrect. I know that you did not put washrooms. Wastiprim. Okay, consonants. W, A, S, T, I, P, I, M. Wa. Wa is spelled W-A, like wash, water, walrus, wasp. So wasti, I is spelling the I sound right here because of the tap 2 rule, plus it's in the middle syllable. I just gets to say I. And then here's another I spelling I right here. Wastiprim. Wastiprim. Good job on that one. Okay, try planned worthy. Nope, never mind, I already did that one. Did I do? Look, I did. Okay, you guys have done a lot of the ones I wanted to do. How about Stipworth? Stipworth. 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 Are there any rules for WA, WAR, or WOR? Yeah, the ones that we've been learning. WA says wa, WAR says war, WOR says were. That's probably not your question, but yeah, those are the reading patterns. Stipworth. Good. I love how you're not letting an R slip in after the T. Gorgeous. Stipworth. You guys are getting really good at phonemic awareness, which means your spelling is improving. Your spelling is improving. Let me just shout it out. Your spelling is improving because your phonemic awareness skills are improving. My goodness, everybody's doing so good on this one. Stipworth. Worth. How do you spell were? Like world. Change your answer if you want. Stipworth. Stipworth. Consonants. S, t, I, p, w, th. I is going to be spelled with an I. After a W is were, which is W-O-R as in world or word or worth. Stipworth. Stipworth. And if you'll notice, I dotted this. And you don't hear the O at all. You only hear the R, which means that R is acting like a vowel. Such a fun fact, you guys. R's can act like a vowel, same with L, because they are performing the function of a vowel. They're technically a consonant, a liquid consonant is what it's called, but they are acting as a vowel in this syllable because every syllable has to have a vowel sound. As you, here's the syllable right here. There's no vowel sound that you hear. There's no a, there's no I, there's no ah, there's no there's no there's the is acting as a vowel sound. Isn't that the funnest, second funnest fact you've heard all day? All right, so you have either learned or reviewed that WA says wa, WAR says war, as in the word, and WOR says were, as in worth and world. Questions, can they go anywhere in the word? Yeah, but that W has to be first. The I and E is definitely getting a bit easier to hear the difference. Yay! That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. All right, my friends, that was fun today. Next time when we come, we are going to be learning, reviewing R control vowels and W control vowels. We're going to put it all together. So have a great night. We'll see you Wednesday. Bye, my friends.